Okay, folks, this this is it. This is going to be the last Ghost Trick stream for me. It's been one hell of a ride, and I am extremely glad that I have been able to share this game with people. You know, hi Fluff, welcome in, baby. No, I was just saying, I have decided that this will be the final stream. I am going to push through all 4 remaining chapters today. You know what? After seeing that emote, never mind. But, anyway, yeah, like I was saying, though, I'm joking. I am gonna finish it tonight, or today. Like I was saying, though, it's been one hell of a ride. I am so happy I've been able to share a game that is this important to me with other people. And honestly, it's just I'm just really happy that I'm able to do this. Time to get comfy with your chimkit. Yep. But but yeah, so we've got chapters 15, 16, 17, and 18. This is probably going to be one of the longer streams I do simply because I'm going to power through it. So I don't know how long exactly this is going to take, but we're going to do it anyway, and lots of questions are going to be answered within these next 4 chapters, so get yourself comfortable and get ready for the mystery to finally unravel. Now, before I begin, I'm gonna reiterate one more time on my future flight places. God damn it! I knew you were gonna do it. But I want to reiterate one more time on what my future plans are after this. After I finish the Ghost Trick streams, I'm going to be taking a break from streaming until October, where I'm going to come back with Corpse Party and Phasmophobia. And it's timely considering the fact that Corpse Party 2 was just announced yesterday. So yeah. Anyway, that's enough. This emote goes with the song so well. It really does. Your little boing. But alright. That's enough waffling on. Let's just get this started. Chapter 15. Chapter 15, 2:55 a.m. 10 years ago, a man named Sissel took a little girl named Lynn hostage, and then was killed by a meteorite fragment. Tonight, a man named Sissel met a detective named Lynn in a junkyard at the edge of town, and then was killed by a bullet. But the scene I find waiting for me on the other end of the phone line feels like the final nail in the coffin of my lost memory. I see myself. There you are, Commander Sith. Finally. Sissel, where have you been, my good man? We've been looking everywhere for you. Had a little unfinished business to take care of. Didn't think I would take this long. What about your people? They sure went out of their way to mess me up. I say, I believe we fulfilled every one of your conditions in our little deal. What right do you have to complain about anything outside of our bargain? We can talk about that when we get together. This will be our last communication by telephone. We'll arrive 1 hour. 1 hour. We'll arrive in 1 hour. I look forward to seeing you, Sissel. Dawn is approaching. The darkness surrounding my own mystery is deep, but I know it's always darkest before the dawn. Yes. We're nearing the final stages of our little deal, my good man. Yes, sir. All preparations are complete, sir. And we just had the report, sir. Lights have been spotted, sir. I hate how much this guy says, sir. Have they now? By all means, let me have a look. Smack that bitch. That'll be the last smack that bitch from this stream. Yes, we're very close. We will now disconnect from the communication cable and have no service until we arrive, sir. Very well. Yes. Yeah. This entire time that room was in a submarine. Nice try, Inspector Cabanela. But you could never stop me. See ya, sucker. So, that submarine guy and his people have a deal going on with me, do they? If that's the case, they probably aren't the ones who killed me, right? Anyway, there's definitely something behind the inspector's death. I think I'd better talk to him. Hey, do you think you could wake up for me? Oh boy, still unconscious, eh? I guess he hasn't been dead for very long then. I'll just go ahead and go back to 4 minutes before his death. I'm a little nervous about what I might see there, though. But if that's where I'm gonna find my answers, I can't run away from it. Once the criminal gets the punishment he deserves, the hostage will go free. Carry out the execution immediately and wait for our call. That's a good boy. Gee, a hostage sure is a handy thing. It gives me complete control over the top police inspector in the country. What's the matter? All those broken bones smart a bit? What's it like to feel pain? Does it make you feel alive? Why are you doing this? Now, is that any kind of question for a top inspector to ask? Isn't it obvious? Revenge, of course. Revenge on all the people who stole my life away 10 years ago. We'll see. We'll see if you're right, Fluff. Don't be ridiculous. It was a meteorite that stole your life. Or have you forgotten that? I was murdered by all of you. Detective Jowd, who chased me down and forced me into a corner, even though I was innocent. Lynn, that girl who was right there where I was running. Lynn, she was just an innocent little girl playing in the park. If that brat hadn't been there, I never would have thought of taking a hostage. That's the most self-centered garbage I've ever heard. And finally, you, Inspector Cabanela. Me? If you hadn't done what you did, I never would have pointed a gun at that kid. You were so proud of your spotless record. And my case was that one blot on it, wasn't it? Only 2 people know the real truth, me and Detective Jowd. I bet tonight's execution will be quite a relief to you, won't it? One of the people who know about the stand on your record will disappear for good. That's why you didn't help him escape from prison. That's the kind of guy you are. Wait a sec. What am I waiting for? They are both evil. Wait, so you're saying Inspector Cabanela is evil too? I got nothing to say to you. You'd never listen anyway. Nah, I can't. He has a funky walk. Ye gods! Now, then, Inspector. Time to make a big red stain on your spotless white coat. This was another condition of my deal. He folded over, I know, right? To wipe out everybody who knew about Tim Sick. Revenge? That's what I'm up to? None of this makes any sense. Hey, man. Mind telling me what's going on? Inspector Cabanela is awake. My head is spinning. Might understand that Cabanela character who just got shot is me. That's right. And you're supposed to be the scoundrel there who just shot me? I guess so. But you couldn't be, could you? Huh? After all, the guy in the red suit just walked out the door, right? So, who are you? I guess I just have to face it. I'm not that Sissel guy. I'm somebody who's searching for himself. That's why I'm here to save you. At the very least, you have information about the guy in red. Information I need. So you came on a rescue mission now, did you? Nothing like the sound of that, baby. Because there is a very important life here somewhere, a life valuable to this nation. Okay, so do your thing. Wait, they aren't Sissel? Yes! Yeah. This entire time, you have not been playing as Sissel. So, are you a manipulator too? I have ghost tricks, powers of the dead, yeah, but I can't control living creatures. Anywho, I think you'd better be very careful. That guy in red is a manipulator. Naturally, he knows about powers like yours. If he realizes you're here, things might get a little sticky. You're right, I'd better be careful. Look at him. There's that something emanating from his body. Is it really the sign of having special powers of the dead? What's going on? I've never seen the ghost world like this. So you're here, are you? He sensed my presence. I noticed you. You think you can stop me, do you? I don't know why you're wearing my face, but you might as well give up now. I control everything. Everything, including the life of this police inspector in white. Wait, don't shoot! This other me knows the powers of the dead well. Who wouldn't notice what you just did? You were practically shouting, "Look at me!" It looks like it might be hard to save you under these circumstances. I guess I can't use my powers right in front of him like that. Guess I'd better rewind the clock again and see if I can pick up any other clues. Top of this bookshelf is lined with books. This one on top is balanced so precariously that it's a wonder it doesn't fall off. How did the old pigeon guy even reach up here? And I wonder if he makes his pigeon fetch it for him. See, I already read this. Already read that. Look at this place. What in the world happened here? I think I'm starting to remember. Something bad happened here, and now there's another death lying hidden here. What? Another death? Didn't I tell you from the start? Didn't I say there was a very important life valuable to the nation here? I thought you were talking about you. I'm just a crazy character in a white coat. Hey, come to think of it, where is that old pigeon guy? This is some kind of device. Very astute observation. Sorry, my memory isn't working. Yeah, mine isn't working too well right now either. I do remember seeing somebody use this equipment, though. Yep, old pigeon man. Excuse me. Are you awake? Of course. I never sleep during work hours. Professor, do you recognize me? There's only one crazy character in a white coat that I know of. He hasn't lost his memory? I'm not the type who likes losing things. But never mind that. Cabanela, this is quite a surprising guest you've brought with you. Pretending like he didn't just blow up the place. Are you talking about me? Oh, this is a different guy, and I'm his guest, actually. Said he came to rescue me. Unlike you, my sharp friend, he still hasn't gotten his memory back. Pitiful. Ouch, that hurts. Anyway, now we'll be going back to 4 minutes before your death. In order to change your fate, that is. But aren't we already in the past? But we can go back even further. I've done it before. I still don't see a path to saving Inspector Cabanela. But if we go back further, maybe I'll find a lead. He said us. How many times do I have to tell you, Professor? This place is dangerous. Don't be daft. I can't leave now. He's completely dead. But, just as I thought, I'm getting a reading. This is the source of his powers. If I remove it... He's not dead, he's just not there. The true form of the manipulator isn't something you can detect, it's a spirit. So you figured it all out, huh? You're a clever man, Inspector Cabanela. So it's really true. You're... I wasted a lot of time tonight because of you, Inspector. But it's all just like you said. I died 10 years ago. This body is just a vessel, a shell. I control everything. This shell, people. Just like I controlled the Justice Minister and Lynn. So it's true, you were manipulating my baby that time. You made her shoot your shell. But why? Why would you do something like... why would you do a thing like that? To create conclusive evidence, you know, on that security tape. Now she's a murderer too. She'll suffer just like Zhao did. Zhao. Not Zhao. Now then, Professor. I'm afraid it's time for you to die. I don't have any grudge against you. I'm even grateful to you. Oh yeah? So why don't you let me live then? I'll be leaving this country forever tonight, but before I do, I need to erase all evidence that these powers of mine exist. Along with the contraption in this room. This time, the thing will work the way it was meant to, and it'll be all over. Cupid won't hurt this time. Oh, won't turn this time. He'll shoot this his little arrow this way. Professor, look out! They're going to go boom. That was like the most pathetic jump I've ever seen. And look how he landed. Dude can't even fucking get hurt normally. Dynamite, eh? When the devil did he put that there? He planned it all out tonight. Having my baby shoot him, having his corpse disappear. His corpse disappeared? That medical examiner, remember him? He was a complete and utter imposter. He said he was going to take the corpse back to the lab, but he'd already made a deal with the manipulator to meet him and give him the body back. But I wasn't going to let that happen. You saw through their plan, eh? I noticed right away the medical examiner didn't know the first thing about examining a body. I knew he was a fake, so I tracked him down and bought him off. Bought him off? I had him smuggle the corpse into this room. Then now does he have his pigeon on his head? If his pigeon is I don't know. I thought we could find the source of his powers. Of course, never in my wildest dreams did I think his abilities were powers of the dead. Anyway, there isn't much time. He's leaving the country before dawn, and I'm going to follow him, of course, after I save you two. But something's been nagging at the back of my mind. I remember what Ray said to me tonight. He said that spirits cease to exist when the day breaks. But if that's true, how could a spirit from 10 years ago still be here? No time for thinking now, baby. Action is the name of the game. Work your magic and take us back even further into the past. The soul of his previous pigeon is there. Alright, man. Jump in there and stop that explosion, would you? Easy enough for you to say. Foolish of you to say, too. If you stop the explosion, he'll just do me in some other way. Fair enough. Then jump in there and take care of that man in red, would you? I repeat, easy enough for you to say. And most likely impossible to boot. That huge explosion didn't even make him bat an eye. Well, what do you propose then, Professor? Pray tell. Your best bet is to save me during the explosion without him noticing. Easy enough for you to say. Sheesh. What's with all these people? Anywho, jump in there and do something. It's no use, I can't open it. Could the fact that the professor is standing on it have anything to do with it? I may look small, but I'm pretty heavy set. He sounds so proud of that fact, too. This door. Such a pity. Too bad it doesn't open downward. Sometimes life can be so hard, wouldn't you agree, Professor? Yeah, that's why we're both dead. A door that opens downward, eh? He's alive! Alive! Ah, you son of a bitch. Get off the door, you fucking tiny little bastard. Get off the door, you bastard. As you perhaps have already noticed, time is running out. Yeah, no perhaps about it, I know. But you know, there aren't a whole lot of things I can use my ghost tricks on in here. It looks like it's all over. Unless I find another path, I'm sort of deadlocked here. Cecil. Hey, I know that voice. Help me. Where are you? Find me. Before I'm carried away. What's with the frail-sounding call for help? He's here somewhere. Friend of yours? Yep, a little guy that looks a little fragile, but has strength that'll surprise you. At the end of his previous pigeon. I still can't believe you said that's the soul of his previous pigeon. Well, he's asking for you to find him, and before he's carried away, no less. But I'm almost out of time. Should I look for him? Cecil, here I am! Oh, hey, it's you, Mitzel! What are you doing there? Do you really have to ask? Seriously, are you really going there? No, that's okay. Never mind. Anyway, I need your powers. Will you help me out? Of course! Let me come join you. Why? I don't know. Okay, here I am, Cecil. Now maybe things will flow in a new direction. Even though the flow of the sewer is a little bit stinky. Okay, let's stop the explosion. No, we can't do that. Okay. Let's take care of the man in red, then. No, we can't do that either. No, it's the cute little sidekick. Yeah, I know, right? We can't do this. We can't do that. What can we do? Well, we let the explosion happen. Then we rescued the old pigeon guy without the man in red noticing. And your powers are the key to all of it, Missile. Oh, I don't know about that, but I'll do my best. We're talking about a matter of seconds. We can't miss our chance. Zero. And boom. Time's up. So I have to save you without the other me noticing. And the moment of truth is just as the explosion occurs. We can do it, Sissel. I know we can. The key to success here is this little doggy's powers. Guess I'd better rewind the clock again and see if I can pick up any other clues. So I just gotta figure this out. These squeaky guys are making a fuss about something. Sissel? My animal instincts are starting to surface. If you mean you want to chase them, I think you have to be alive to do that. There must be some kind of rat feast in that trash can. Those things usually make a bigger commotion than that. Bigger commotion, eh? Wrong button. Wrong button again. Look at the little rattos go! Now that's what I'd call some proper commotion. They're making that trash can dance. Truth be told, I feel a bit like dancing myself. It's getting harder and harder to hold my wild instincts back. What a dangerous bunch. There we go. No? Yes? Yeah, hi, Pumpkin. There we go. I love how the girl's in the pink and the boys are blue. It's so cute. Yeah, right? Isn't it? It's adorable. Sorry, little pigeon. As for you, Inspector, I have a little job for you. I can't move. I think I have 4 or 5 broken bones. I don't mind. It won't prevent you from it won't prevent me from manipulating you. It might make you it might make it hurt a little, but a bit when I move you, though. Quite a bit, actually. Damn you. We saved Pigeon Man! I can't believe it. You lot actually pulled it off. Sorry, Inspector Cabanela, I couldn't do anything to help you. And there I am, a poor, broken heap of arms and legs. But no matter. I enjoyed the show. The magic disappearing act like that is. Nothing like it, baby. Yeah, except, unlike a normal magic trick, I'm the one that managed to vanish without a trace here. Updated the phone book. Fate averted. What's the matter? You look like you'd rather be dead, not that you aren't. I was just remembering the fact that, right about now, the real me is giving the poor Justice Minister a real fight. Or a real fright. Oh, that phone call. Yeah, he was pretty upset. Excuse me, mister. You really shouldn't be mean like that. And what's this lively little creature? This little doggy is the warrior who keeps Camilla safe. Or, he would be, if he was actually still full of life. Camilla. Gods in heaven, what a terrible thing. A poor little girl, taken hostage. It's a cruel twist of fate indeed. Wait just a minute, Miss Camilla is... hostage? Yes, we're sorry, little warrior. Miss Camilla? A hostage? What's a hostage? Anyway, Inspector Cabanela, it's time to save your life now. But you couldn't get very far when you tried before, am I right? But this time it's different, right, Sissel? That's right, with us working together, it's a whole different situation. We'll save the Inspector in white, and then we'll go rescue Camilla, okay? Okay, let's hurry up and get through this. Gee, kids, you're making me feel like an afterthought. Alright, let's get started. Inspector Cabanela is upstairs. So our first step is to get up there. Sissel, I'll go up first and wait for you. Okay, lovey-dove. We need your help. Carry this measuring device upstairs. It has Mr. Ghost in it, so don't drop it. Yeah, Cabanela is an afterthought on this. Trick time. And yes, that pigeon's name is Lovey-Dove. There you are, Sissel! Sorry for the wait, Missile. 4 minutes from now, the Inspector will be killed by a gun. You just jump in there and stop him from firing, would you? There you go again with that stuff. Besides, it doesn't make any sense. If you stop him from firing, he'll just kill you some other way. Wait a minute, that sounds familiar. Yep, same situation as mine. Your best bet this time around is to allow him to shoot and then save Cabanela without him noticing. Yes, the name of the pigeon is adorable. Oh, it's even worse than last time. Anywho, jump in there and do something. Okay, I'm ready to jump in, Miss Sissel. Don't forget, whenever you want to use my powers, just tap R2. Thanks for breaking the fourth wall, little Mr. Puppy. I'm trying to think. blah. We already read that. Oh, did you see that? The Bat Sizzle turned around. Do you have to call him that? But yeah, maybe this is our chance to try some ghost tricks. This is the only time he takes his eyes off me, too. If you have something to do, do it now. Time to take that first steps towards saving the Inspector. Wrong button. Okay, yikes, I'm a little scared right now. Why didn't he die? Because he's already dead. He died 10 years ago. I knew full well he wouldn't die if I shot him. Then why'd you go through the trouble of shooting him at all? Time's almost up. That's enough chit-chat. But now the situation has changed slightly. These last split seconds are our chance. Well, would you look at that? Right on the hook. I love knit hats. So warm and most of all, soft. Hey, now that I'm looking at it, that has the same shape as the helmet you just knocked down. Aha, I thought so too. Yes, it's also the same shape as a bullet. Gonna shoot, it's too late. Again, I'm gonna get shot again? No, wait, our chance is coming up. The last split second, right? Leave it to me. Would you look at that? The bullet is hanging in midair between the gun and the Inspector's forehead. Now's our chance. I'm hearing the bullet right now. Let's swap this little thing with something else. What? It's our only hope. There's gotta be something here with the same shape and direction as the bullet. Yeah. It's the knit cap. Bonk! I don't think he noticed. Looks like he pulled off another magic disappearing act. And now I say again, I love knit hats. So warm and most of all, soft. Did I do alright? You did a fine job, little one. You saved another life. And I'll keep doing it too. Over and over. What I saw in just these 4 minutes gave me all the answers I've been looking for. All our research these past 10 years pales in comparison, right, Professor? So you two were working together? That's about the size of it, yeah. Who would believe a story about a manipulator? So we pursued it ourselves, just the two of us. I'm quite a crazy character myself, after all. Okay, let's hurry back to our back to our time. We have to rescue Miss Camilla. One-track mind, Missile. One-track mind. You're right, Missile. And there's a certain guy I have to follow, too. After completing his revenge on Inspector Cabanela, the man in red left. And now a new story is about to unfold in a new present. Wouldn't you be like that if you were missing? Yeah, I would. I would be very one-track minded. How are you feeling, old crazy character? Hey there, Professor. We're both alive, I see. Yeah, nothing like it, baby. But I don't know if I'm getting old or what. I've got a few aches and pains here and there. Used to be a little thing like an explosion, wouldn't bother me. Yeah, right. Like I'm going to believe that. So what? The guy in red is gone? Just in case, I posted special investigation units all around the building. Let's just pray the boys come through for us. Damn it. You picked a bad time not to listen to me, body of mine. Trick time. Well, it looks like both their deaths were erased. Unfortunately, in the case of the Inspector in white, I can't call it a complete success, but in any case, these two have the information I need to start tracking the manipulator. I'd better talk to them. If I knew things were going to end up like this, I would have tried to die in that explosion. That way I could have been dancing after Big Red by now. I might be able to erase deaths, but it's true I can't do much about injuries. But really, you shouldn't talk that way. Yeah, sorry. I suppose you're right. I just hate feeling so helpless. He was right there within my grasp. All our plans were resting on tonight, and then this had to happen. I guess he's thinking about his spotless record. It's not too late, Inspector. We still have a chance. Maybe I can catch him. Say, you're right. That's not a bad idea. I'll cooperate with you fully. Go ahead and fire away with any questions you like, Mr. Ghost. Revenge. That guy mentioned revenge. Revenge against the people who stole his life away 10 years ago. He's a fool. He's the one who made the decision to take that little girl hostage, and he wound up dead. He only has himself to blame. But what about when he said this? I was murdered by all of you. Detective Jowd, who forced me into a corner, Lynn, the girl who was playing in the park, and finally you, Inspector Cabanela. If you hadn't done what you did, I never would have pointed a gun at that kid. Yes, 10 years ago, on that day, the Special Investigation Unit was working on a certain big case. We hauled in a young man, an important witness to our investigation. And then I did it. I made two very stupid mistakes. Detective, I'm telling you, I don't know anything about it. Fine, fine. You're under no obligation to talk, of course. But if you don't, the Special Investigation Unit can make the rest of your life a living hell. But I just been assigned to the Special Investigation Unit, you see. They didn't share much info on big cases with a newbie like me yet, and I wanted to impress them. It was only supposed to be a simple matter of taking his statement, but I was too green. I pushed him too hard. I drove him into a corner and made him lose all hope. That was my first mistake. And then I made another mistake on top of that. Sissel isn't evil, you say? First he is, now he isn't. Which one is it? Cabanela, got a minute? The chief wants to see you about your report. Got it, I'll be right there. You stay right here and be a good boy now. And that's when I did it. I left it behind in the interrogation room. My gun. You think he's being manipulated like Cabanela was? Well, we'll see. How could you? He used my gun to escape. What he said is true. If I hadn't made that mistake, he never would have had a gun to point at Lynn in the first place. Manipulator. We first found out about the manipulator's existence during a certain overseas communication. Overseas communication? Well, his dead body was manipulated, right? I'm just gonna let you, like, ruminate on those questions, babe. Like I said, your questions will get answered as the game goes on. For national security purposes, this country keeps tabs on the communications networks. This particular communication was about making a deal with a certain foreign country. He said he wanted them to buy him and his powers. That's how we first heard about him. Of course, we didn't know what he looked like at the time. And in order to prove these powers of his, he gave them 2 predictions. He foresaw 2 completely preposterous, impossible cases. The case of a man who would sing national secrets during a live rock concert broadcast, and the case of a man who would take the chief commissioner hostage in his own office. And he said he was going to manipulate Cabanela when he was injured, so it's not Sissel. Like I said, you'll see. Those 2 inmates at the special prison, eh? We kept tabs on their communications and launched an investigation. And then, finally, we pinpointed where they were going to meet tonight, and staked it out. At least I don't think it is. Well, like I said, you'll see, babe. That restaurant, the Chicken Kitchen. The manipulator plans on leaving this country tonight, on a submarine that belongs to the other country in this deal. Submarine? But we haven't been able to find out where it's going to surface. It's terrifying to think that would happen if what would happen if his powers were to fall into their hands. Right, highly unlikely they'd use them for peaceful purposes. And now they have that little girl as a hostage. Camilla. Hey, welcome in, Siren. We have to stop him before he leaves the country. Spotless record. Tricking with promo. Indeed, my good sir, indeed. This spotless record of yours, is it really that important to you? Of course. In some ways, it's more important to me than my life. Than your life, eh? After all, it's because of my record that I'm able to get my hands on all intel as head of the Special Investigations Unit. And because of my position, I get to direct all aspects of the investigation into the manipulator case. The manipulator case? That's why you cared about your record so much? Of course. Why else? I just never could believe it, man. Jowd shooting Alma. I didn't care that he confessed. There was definitely something more to the story, some secret. I did everything I could to climb the ladder, everything in my power. And then I finally found the answer. It took 5 long years, though. The manipulator, he's going to prove that Jowd is innocent. What incredible determination. Cabanela's determination. There's one thing I just don't understand. If you were so determined to help Detective Jowd, why didn't you help him escape from prison? That's an easy one. Escaping from prison is a crime. I wasn't about to help him commit a crime after spending 5 years trying to prove him innocent, and he himself asked to be executed, you know. As a man of the law, I had to make sure the execution was stopped legally. And that's why I brought him before the Justice Minister, too. I needed to buy as much time as I possibly could. So that's it, eh? But there's one little and unfortunate result of all this. Lynn completely misunderstood your intentions. Huh. What's a little misunderstanding? My baby will come around. Give it time. But there are more important things to do with our time tonight. Mr. Superintendent, do you mind if I talk to you for a minute? I haven't always been a junkyard superintendent, you know. I used to be part of the police. The police? Ugh, the police, huh? Not as a detective, but as a medical examiner. I investigated victims' cause of death. 10 years ago, I was asked to autopsy a strange corpse. Hit by a meteorite fragment and died instantly. That's what the police report said. There were no signs of life. He was definitely dead. But I never filed an autopsy report. That's because the corpse suddenly vanished, leaving behind only one clue. An unusual corpse. I bet that's what I've been chasing all night. Could you tell me more? Yeah, sure. I have an interest in you recovering your memory and finding your true identity too. Yeah, Siren, if you've missed it, the Sissel we've been playing as this entire game isn't really Sissel. They haven't said who he is yet, but he isn't who he thinks he is. Unusual corpse. That's the only way I can describe it too. It was an unusual corpse. He was dead, alright, no question about that. But there wasn't a scratch on him. Not a scratch, but I thought he was hit by a meteorite fragment. I don't understand it any more than you do. You're naming him Edge. I was completely bewildered. But when I tried to autopsy him, I was even more puzzled. I couldn't perform the autopsy. You couldn't? What do you mean? The scalpel went in, but it didn't cut. As soon as I tried to make an incision, it would heal up in the very next instant. And that's how it went. No scarring or blood either. Because he reminds me of Edge from Rival Schools. And also Pointy. Or like Freakazoid fused with Lupin the Third. Oh, I could see it. And I never had the chance to solve the mystery. That's because the corpse up and vanished on us. The morgue is well guarded. Nobody could have stolen the body. But there is one way the corpse could have disappeared. What's that? It got up, opened the door, and walked out on its own. What? He was dead, but he wasn't dead. We saw it with our own eyes tonight. Not even that explosion could kill him. And he didn't even feel it when he slammed his fist on that stove. Clue left behind. The corpse left behind some data for some testing I did. I got some readings from some kind of radiation coming off the body. Radiation? I used all kinds of instruments, but I couldn't determine exactly what kind of radiation it was. Some undiscovered type from a world unknown. Wait a minute. Could it be... That's right. It was coming from that meteorite fragment. I went to that park and tested the spot where the meteorite fell. And just as I expected, I detected radiation coming from the crater. It was the exact same pattern of radiation that was on the as that of the corpse. At the time, I thought he was some kind of immortal being. He would die, only to come back to life. I wanted to research it all in depth, so I quit my job as a police medical examiner. Several years later, I came to learn the connection between my research and the manipulator case. Thanks to the arrival of this crazy character here... Oh, stop now. Professor, do you want to see me blush? Cabanella's arrival. It was about a year ago, I'd say. This man in white came dancing into my research lab here. I heard there was an oddball here who's researching Timsic. Is that you? Who are you to be calling anyone an oddball? I was investigating the manipulator case. And then I heard there was a man who'd quit the police force to study the meteorite. When I heard that, it was like a meteorite had struck me on the head. At the time, we were just starting to get leads on this manipulator. We didn't know who he was yet. But we knew he was communicating with a certain foreign country. In one of those communications, we heard the manipulator say this: "The source of my power is not of this world." And that's when I put two and two together. The manipulator case and Timsic were somehow connected. Which also explained how 5 years ago he used his powers to manipulate a birthday surprise a little girl made for her mother. He added that gun to the contraption, most likely by controlling Camilla. So that contraption in the basement here, you built that to try and help Detective Jowd? That's right. Jowd and I worked together back when I was on the force. I used the reports of his case to try and recreate the device, but there was just one part of it that I couldn't reproduce, no matter how hard I tried. Camilla told Jowd it did something it shouldn't have done. It shouldn't have made an impossible move. I added that part to the device I recreated. I put in a part that would allow Cupid to rotate, otherwise the gun wouldn't fire. That must mean somebody manipulated Camilla as a trap shot. I can't speak. As a result, we proved to ourselves that the manipulator actually existed. Oh look, it's Lynn. Of course, she comes as she arrives after everything. Sorry about that phone call. I must have sounded like a real villain. I hate to spoil my your image of me. Of that cool cat inspector you always looked up to. Is that really the image she had of him? Inspector Cabanella, I'm sorry. I just heard. You were chasing after that man all this time to try to help Detective Jowd. This manipulator is such a dangerous character. I was hoping you didn't have to get involved. So that's why you had me arrested tonight, isn't it? Like I always say, if somebody's in the way, throw him in the slammer. Yikes. Tonight, I really thought we finally had him. But my body gave out on me right at the critical moment. It's like a cruel joke. Oh, shit. But a joke is a joke. You might as well laugh. Jowd. The minister called off the execution order. And while he was at it, he let Detective Jowd go free until tomorrow morning, too. That's a pretty extreme while he was at it. Sorry it took so long to get here. You can leave the rest to me. There you go again, you've always been like that. You make everybody else run around and then you swoop in at the last second. 5 years ago, you left this coat with me just before you turned yourself in. I promise to give it back to you one day. I've been waiting so long, Detective Jowd. Waiting for this day to come. Thanks for not giving up on me, Lynn. Okay, I'm off then. Good luck, my old friend. This present you gave me, it's just what I needed. Thank you. Glad you like it. We got Fluff here jamming to the music now. Sissel, are you there? Yeah, I'm here. You and I have to go find that man. I need your help. Will you do this with me? Sure, but how? You don't know where the submarine is, and the phone line doesn't work. They use communication cables to make their calls. We'll get you hooked up somehow. You'll see. Could you wait here until we do, please? Okay, fine. I'm counting on you. This true self you're looking for. I bet you'll find it soon. Alright, I'm leaving, Inspector Cabanela. It's almost dawn. I'm not who I thought I was. I'm actually further from knowing who I am than ever. But, now, I don't feel so alone. Each one of us, for his or her own reasons, is looking for the truth. Together, I think we can shed light on these mysteries and drive away the darkness, but it's almost dawn. Chapter 16, 4:19 a.m. Lynn kept her promise about getting me hooked up. About 2 hours before dawn, the phone rang. This is essentially Yu Yu Hakusho. Kinda. Except dog. Hello? This is Jowd. Sissel, are you listening? We need your powers. No time to talk, we'll be waiting for you. Trace complete. Control room. Well, you better get going. This long night is drawing to an end. Yeah, it looks like it. Thank you for all your help tonight. I'm the one who should be thanking you. At the other end of the phone line, I'm finally gonna find all my answers. I'd better go. A single telephone line connects me and the other Sissel, but that single line spreads out like a spider's web to ensure the fates of many people, or ensnare the fates of many people. Your raccoon is crying, is screaming in hunger, and because there are no channel points to treat him to snack, I have to observe his famished whines as I slowly lose myself to madness. Ah, good. And I just reached the center of the web. Yeah, Siren, that room with the blue people, that was on a sub the entire time. Welcome to the Yonoa, Detective Jowd. My detective sense must have gotten rusty. I didn't even sense your presence here in the dark. That's because I switched the power to my mask off, Detective Jowd. I used your phone. Hope you don't mind. Egad, never thought you'd track us here, especially seeing as you're a death row inmate. And I'm equally surprised about your choice of transportation, a submarine, eh? But how did you find us, my man? Not even the police knew where the Genoa was going to surface. Confound it. We detectives have a little saying. If there's something you want to know about a case, ask the criminals. His nose is even bigger. Yeah. The bullet the man in red was shot with had a radio transmitter in it. I have a little something for you. Cabanela has given me some pretty weird presents in the past. But they always prove useful. This one was a radio receiver, made to look like a pocket watch. Yes, Inspector Cabanela. I hear he's an excellent investigator. By the way, where is that man in red? I know he's on the submarine somewhere. Ah, Sissel, you mean. You can relax. That's nothing but his shell. His shell, eh? His spirit isn't here right now. Most likely, right about now, he's controlling your daughter. Please, I beg you, let my daughter go. If you need a hostage, take me. Just please, let her go. Bah! There's something our nation needs. Sissel has it. That's all we care about, my man. Nothing else matters. However, it would appear Sissel has underestimated us. He left behind his precious bargaining chip here. Bargaining chip? Oh god, that almost went up his butt. Our nation has already researched it. This product that Sissel has to offer. The source of his power. And there it goes. What in the world was that? The Timsic fragment. It gives spirits special powers. And now our deal with Sissel is concluded, as far as we're concerned. What are you talking about? What a mistake to make. Right at the most crucial moment. Now then, Detective Jowd. Farewell. What in the world? The whole room just vanished. Detective Jowd! Where'd he go? What now? I think I heard an explosion somewhere. In any case, Lynn and the little lady should be here somewhere. I smell danger. I'd better find them, and fast. So you're here, huh? It's Missile! Yes, I think even I remember who you are by now. What are you supposed to do? What do you suppose that shockwave? What do you suppose that shock was a minute ago? I have no idea, of course. I'm just a little sheltered apartment dog. Well, with my loss of memory, I can't say I'm much better. Anyway, let's hurry up and go save Miss Lynn and Miss Camilla. Do you think that trusty nose of yours can sniff them out? I'm sorry to say, I don't think I can. Why did I even bother to ask? But you do have the power to swap objects, so let's go find that lady detective and that little lady together. You got it. Honestly, I'm genuinely surprised Missile didn't say Camilla's name before Lynn's. The telephone is ringing. Wow! It's Miss Camilla, I just know it! My trusty nose is practically screaming it at me. I think you'd call that more of a hunch. Anyway, let's get that phone before it stops ringing. You bet! I think I just heard another little explosion in the distance. I've got a bad feeling about this. Sissel, look! That black hello! It came off the hook! Uh-oh. I better answer it, and fast. Hello? Is anybody there? It's her, the little lady. It's Sissel, where are you? Somebody please answer. I guess she can't hear my voice. You too, huh? Oh good, I thought she was ignoring me. Tell Missile to help me. Tell me. And I finally got my PS4 controller to connect, and I've only tried it on stream so far. It might have to download that DS4 thing or whatever to be able to... Yeah, I don't know, because... Yeah, probably. Because what DS4 Windows does is it tricks things into thinking your PS4 controller is an Xbox controller. That's why a lot of games a lot of games through Epic, I have to use DS for Windows because for some reason they won't pick up my PS5 controller. Somebody help me. Lynn is... She said Lynn. Miss Lynn! We better hurry. Let's go, Sissel. Oh, look, she's dead. Of course. It's no use. Nobody's answering. Miss Camilla! And... Miss Lynn! Oh, poor Miss Lynn. Yeah, she can't seem to catch a break. And that's why I ended up, turning out my Xbox. Yeah. It fucking sucks, but... You know, what are you gonna do? Like, with some emulators, I need to use DS for Windows. I think, like, well, no, Dolphin picks up the PS5 controller perfectly fine. It registered with everything and mostly because it was wired too. I feel like Bluetooth will complicates things sometimes, especially with certain emulators, like they can't register the gamepad with. Yeah. I can't get Dolphin to play to use my controller through Bluetooth. It has to be. I have to have it connected straight into the computer. Sorry to keep you waiting, little lady. Sissy, I knew you'd come. Miss Camilla, it's Miss Camilla. And Missile, too! I'm so glad to see you're alright. Well, I wouldn't say I'm alright exactly. Hey, wait a minute. Missile, your voice. I think I remember hearing it somewhere before. What? My voice? That's right. Miss Camilla, Camilla has a core now, so that means she did hear Missile's voice before, when he saved her that time. So that was you, wasn't it, Missile? You're the one who saved me in the park tonight. Thank you. Miss Camilla. I'm so glad I was born here, little doggy. Hey, Missile? Could you stay here and watch over your mistress for a while? Huh? But don't you need my powers? I'll see what I can do on my own for a while. After all, you're the only one who can protect her. Okay, I'll do it. Thank you, Missile. Trick time! Wonder what happened this time. I better talk to the little lady one more. And then I better do something about the detective lady. Can I talk to you a minute? Yes, sissy? Could you tell me what happened to you? What happened after I last saw you at your old house? Oh, let's see. After that, I think I fell asleep. I woke up to the sound of an engine. So she was already in the submarine by then, eh? I thought to myself, I have to escape. The next thing I knew, I found myself in this big room. I was so tired, I couldn't move. And then... So cute! I was so relieved. I don't remember what happened after that. She must have passed out, the poor thing. You've been through so much. You were very brave. I think Lynn's probably been through more than me. You've both been brave. Oh, time to save her again. Oh, Sissel, you're here! Lynn, what in the world happened here? I don't know. Huh? I just sort of blacked out all of a sudden. Next thing I know, I was dead. Yeah, I guess you wouldn't know in that case. And where's Detective Jowd? Is he alright? I don't know. Huh? The room he was in just disappeared all of a sudden. Now it's all making even less sense than before. After we left the Super's office, we followed after the man in red. We tracked him with that radio transmitter Inspector Cabanela fired into him with the bullet. The man in red took a boat out to sea from a small harbor on the edge of town. Detective Jowd and I managed to secretly stow away on his boat. And then we sneaked onto the submarine with him. When it surfaced. It snuck. Lynn, learn proper grammar. You snuck onto the submarine with him. Before long, the submarine dove back down again. Detective Jowd and I decided to split up. He would take care of the telephone line, and I would look for Camilla. I found Camilla hiding here in the engine room. She had escaped and run away here. Oh, that's quite an adventure. What happened next? I don't know. Huh? There was a flash of white all of a sudden. Next thing I know, I was dead. Oh boy, it sounds like it'd be quicker to see for myself. Camilla, are you okay? Hello, Lynn. Or is it Detective now? It's been 10 years since we last met. Are you really that man from the park 10 years ago? Oh well, I see there's no need to introduce myself. Give Camilla back. She has nothing to do with any of this. Afraid I can't do that. This is my last chance. The phone is ringing. It's not for me. Nobody ever calls the dead. The fact that you're here means that my revenge plans have failed. Revenge plan? It didn't happen tonight, did it? His execution. Well, knowing him, I half expected as much. That's why I was waiting here like this, waiting for him to show up. Wouldn't it just be what he wanted? To be executed by his own daughter? I heard about 10 years ago. I feel sorry about what happened to you. But revenge? Nobody could possibly know what I've What in the world? An explosion? Uh-oh. Got a bad feeling about this. Have I been had? Revenge, huh? That's a feeling I just can't understand. Of course not. You're not him. She's right. I'm not him, am I? He was going to shoot Detective Jowd as Camilla when he came to rescue her. It's just too horrible. Anyway, let's bring you back to life. Again. You didn't have to add the again part. This is madness. It really is. It is madness. Let's see. The cause of death this time was that mysterious explosion. You're pretty up for a dead woman. You know how detectives love a good mystery. It's like a shot of vitamins. What do you mean, for a dead woman? Anyway, I guess we should look for a way to stop that explosion. All right, let's do this thing. Finding clues is like a dose of minerals to a detective. I'm afraid with my memory loss, I have no idea what vitamins or minerals are. Can't even move from this spot yet. Madness. No. We already read this. Phone is ringing. Okay, point the gun, please. I need. There we go. No use. I can't get the line to work. That's funny. I thought I could use the phone if in the past if somebody was calling. What are you talking about? The receiver has to be off the hook first, silly. Well, don't look at me. I can't do it. I don't have any hands or feet right now. Somebody please answer the phone. If you want something done, you have to do it yourself. Because this isn't Sparta. Okay, so I just gotta wait for the explosion to knock the phone off the hook. Any minute now. Any second now. No, this isn't Sparta. Any minute now. Come on. Oh, the explosion didn't knock it off the hook. Well, that's, depressing. Time's up. How dare he manipulate Camilla? Don't look at me when you say that. I guess we'll have to look for leads somewhere else. Guess I better rewind the clock. Yay, back in time again. She's got a gun! Look out! Let's see, I'm gonna try to figure this out now. Cause this is the engine. Blah blah blah. Nobody calls dead people, blah blah blah. Point the gun. Hands up. There we go. Hey, we somehow managed to knock down the receiver. Somehow managed. Who's to say that's not how I planned it? Come on, hurry, now's your chance to get on the phone. It might be Detective Jowd. I'm munching on carrot sticks. Delicious. She's right, I better check it out. Hello? Anybody there? If anybody's still there, get yourself here on the double. We're about to head out. Speak up, why don't you answer? Anyway, come if you're coming. We're leaving. Okay, let's go there. Ew, vegetables. But Siren, carrots are good. Why you gotta be like this, Siren? Carrots are delicious. No lick. So it must be true what they say. That there are restless ghosts on board. Updated the phone book. That does it. I promise to turn over a new leaf, Mom. Yeah, you get out of here. Blue boy. Who is he calling restless ghosts? Oh, it's true. Neither one of us is really resting in peace. Anyway, it looks like the sub just lost one of its crew. I guess that means the fate of this sub has changed slightly. Yeah, it's very fucking loose. Sissel has underestimated us. He left behind his precious bargaining chip here. Bargaining chip? And up his butt again. Vegetables are evil! But veggies are good. Depending on the veggies, they're good. As long as they're fresh and crisp. I don't do that cooked vegetable shit. It's Detective Jowd. What's going on here? I saw this little deal go down once before. Just a moment. The man in red is about to get his Timsic fragment taken away. I don't get it. What's happening? They decided to conclude the deal without the other party present. They're just going to go ahead on... They're just going to go ahead and steal the Timsic fragment. Huh? But that's cheating. I think we have more important things to think about right now. Where's the Timsic fragment going to go? Well, I guess we'll find out now, won't we? Won't budge, maybe it's broken. Oh well, I guess I don't have to lower it right now. If I ever had to move it, I could probably get Linda to do it for me. Well shit, I just missed the chance to get that. But Probo eats raw potato. Yes, I do. I will not. I do. I eat raw potato. Some of them have to be cooked to break down the cellular walls and whatnot, so you can absorb the nutrients. I don't care, Siren. I will eat them raw. The objective has been achieved. Now we detach the control room as planned. Yes, sir. Farewell, sir. Look at them. They're all piled into a tiny little sub. Wait, raw potatoes like an apple? Yes. Also, hey, Grin, welcome in. Yeah, give me a potato, wash it, and then, well, first, of course, you. Raw dog, some potatoes. Yes, Grin. Welcome in. This'll, what just happened? The whole room just disappeared with Detective Jowd in it. Don't worry, Lynn. I bet Detective Jowd can take care of himself. The main thing right now is rescuing you and the little lady. I can't believe this is happening. Now then, I'd better hurry along, before Sissel discovers what he's lost and comes after me. The Unoa will be his coffin. Oh, hello, Gizmo. May it lie buried here in the deep sea forever. Farewell, Sissel. Meow. And there they go. On a voyage. Aha! So that's the cause of that giant explosion. Huh? What is it? Don't tell me that's another thing you've forgotten. The torpedo! It's like, well, you've heard of a missile before, haven't you? Yeah, sure. But a different missile comes to mind more, But a different missile comes more readily to mind. It looks like he plans to sink the submarine with that thing. No, this is not good. We have to do something before that torpedo is fired. Oh, I fucked myself because I'm stuck here now. We can't let it launch, but what can we do? Let's just get to the torpedo as fast as we can. Maybe we can find a way to stop it somehow. Somehow. A true detective never gives up. Well, we certainly can't just ignore it. Yeah, well, I'm stuck here, so goodbye. There's no time, it's gonna launch. It's no use, there's nothing we can do from here. No shit. Got myself stuck. There goes the missile. Now there's really nothing we can do. If only our missile was here right now. I bet he try to take it. He tried to take it head on for us. Yeah, I bet he would. Looks like we'd better rethink this whole thing. Go back to after the fate changed. Shade missile isn't there. Okay, so now, this time, I'm not going to go after that. Because my dumbass completely messed that up. Instead, I'm going to just hang out here, let it go do its thing. Boing. There it is. Shame missile isn't there. Yeah, it's a shame that the little pupper snupper isn't here. Objective has been complete, blah blah blah. Time to launch. And away they go. Oh, hush. Oh, hush, Gizzy. Caused the giant explosion. Yeah, we already read this. That won't work. What? Oh, hush. Yeah, now I just gotta figure out how to prevent that from launching. Let's go through this again, although I'm just gonna speed through the dialogue yet again. Really don't remember what the hell to do here. And away we go again. What? How? Even if the torpedo does launch, we just have to stop it from detonating, right? There's still something we can do, I hope. What was the I hope at the end of the... why was the I hope at the end the strongest part of that sentence? Okay, here goes. Oh no, a rat! Oh god, I have a bad feeling about what we're gonna do to this poor rat. I came along for the ride without giving it too much thought. But was this really the best move? I think so. We just have to keep it from going off, right? I'm sure this poor little rat will thank us too. How in the world did it get in there? I'm telling you, this whole game is just poor rats. I think these outside parts are supposed to be weights of some sort. The spinning black things, right? Apparently, their spinning helps the torpedo maintain its balance. Must be pretty heavy. I wonder if we can use these weights to our advantage somehow. Oh! Poor rat! Looks like this thing... It looks like... this looks like just the thing. If we clamp this thing on the fuse, it should keep it from moving. Huh. What does that mean exactly? It means we might be able to stop the torpedo from exploding with this. I have to admit, I don't understand all the details, but I do want to give it a try. But before we do that, looks like we have to get something out of the way first, huh? This is probably the detonator. Hey, don't press it, the torpedo will explode. Uh-oh, better be careful. But you know, there could be a safety device around here somewhere. Safety device, huh? That sounds promising. We have to put the safety on before this thing blows up. Goodbye, Ratto. Great, we've dumped the little creature off. Wow, these weights are heavy enough to turn the whole torpedo over. Now for that safety device. Right. There, we clamped the safety device on. We did it! That should keep this torpedo from exploding. Explosion. But there's just one problem. What's that? The torpedo is still going to impact. We can't do anything about that. Exploding. Welcome in, Tiki. Uh-oh. Hey, look, we at least saved Lyn from dying again. Thank you. Hello, Tiki. It looks like the torpedo still hit the submarine. But it looks like the submarine is still okay. This changes everybody's fate, including the little rats. Sissel, we did it! What's the matter? You still look unhappy. We stopped the torpedo from blowing up. but we still opened up a gaping hole in the submarine. You're right, I guess that's what missiles do. They're unstoppable. Huh? Am I hearing things? Anyway, I guess we'd better get back to the present as quickly as we can. Right, I'm worried about Camilla. We managed to stop death for now, but it hasn't disappeared altogether. It's now slowly but surely filling the room. Uh-oh. Water is seeping in through the hole where the torpedo hit. I've got to get them out of here. I better go meet up with Lynn. The lights went out, but this machine apparently still works. Unfortunately, I guess it won't run for very long. But maybe I can use its movements to help me create a path. I better hurry over to Lynn. It's not safe to stay here, and I just don't have the power to stop that water from coming in. Okay, game. How am I supposed to get over there again? There we go. Forgot you just have to quickly get over to it. There we go. Lynn. Camilla, you're awake. How do you feel? I'm sorry. I'm sorry I pointed that gun at you. Don't worry about that. That wasn't you. Miss Camilla! Oh, Miss Hole, you're here too. Yeah, you're here? You know, you'd figure someone to say, oh, you're here too, and not just, oh, you're here. Oh, poor Miss Camilla. Miss Lynn, what should we do? We have to get out of here before any more water comes in. Sissel should be along any second. I knew Sissy would come. And Missy is here too. I'm so happy everybody's going to be with me now. Now we all can die together. Camilla! Miss Camilla! I'll get you out of here. If it's the last thing I do. Aw, I think I'm gonna cry. Or whimper, as the case may be. I better send a signal to Lynn that I'm here, before it's too late. Okay, I said I'd get you out of here, Camilla. But it's so dark I can barely see. Now what? Out of ideas already, eh? I think she's asking for my help. I should send her a signal. Oh, look at that flashlight. It's hard when two of them are dead. Yeah. It's Sissel. He's here. Up you go. I'm glad you're here, Sissel. Sorry for the wait. It looks like the room is going to fill up with water fast. We better get out of that door as quick as we can. Come on, brain. We won't be getting out that door, I'm afraid. The water pressure is too great already. I can't open it. What? What does water pressure mean? Think of it as the force of the water holding the door closed. The water level keeps getting higher and higher in here. So the only way out of here is up, huh? Exactly. Okay, got it. Let's look for a path that goes up. The ladder. The ladder. It's a ladder. Hey, look at that ladder. I wonder if we can get it down somehow. Good idea. Let's try it. Oh, and by the way, yes, I can't swim. Neither can Camilla. Don't you have any good news for me? Let me think about it. In the meantime, could you hurry, please? Let's see here. That's too far to get to there. You did it, Sissel. Thanks. Eek! What was that? Looks like the water seeping in isn't the only thing we have to worry about. Sissel, the flashlight doesn't work anymore. Hey, don't get mad at me. Maybe the contacts are bad or something? Hey, I know. You can fix it with your powers. Okay, now that's just taking things too far. There you go. Oh, hey, great. Did you used to... Great, my fucking brain read that completely wrong. Did you used to be an electrician in your past life or something? That's a cruel question considering the circumstances. Now, all we have to do is get to that door and we're safe. Eek again, and she threw me. What happened now? Looks like the submarine decided to rear up on its hind legs. I can't believe we're still okay after that fall. Either we're really lucky or we're dead and we just haven't realized it yet. Come on now. As if the latter could be true. What now? Water sure is rising fast. Come on. You'll have to go up to the top. Let's see how I can help with my ghost tricks. Fun fact, this is one of the only 2 times this song plays in this entire game. Well, I think I see a familiar flame over there. Sissel, there you are! How's it going? How's it going? I'd say it was going pretty badly. You do understand how dangerous this situation is, don't you? Of course, after all. Just ask anybody who knows how much I hate taking a bath. Maybe he's been in danger of drowning before himself. Okay, ready to create a path for these ladies? Of course! These pistons sticking out right in front of me. It's almost like they're taunting me. Maybe it's a challenge? It might just be that. Think you can climb them? If I wasn't holding Camilla, I could probably do it easily. Sissel, You're not telling Miss you're not telling Miss Lynn to leave poor Miss Camilla behind, are you? Could you just be quiet for a minute, Missile? Those pistons sure do look like they could be used to our advantage. Yeah, I already know. Hey, Sissel, my arms are full, but my legs are free. If you could just move these pistons so they're a little easier to climb, I think I could do it. Okay, so in order to do that, we need the 3 different sizes of fans. Okay. That's where you come in, Missile. So... I believe it goes this one, and then this one. Nope. Oh, the water's still rising. It's up to my knees. It's freezing cold. Just hold on. We better create a path fast. Hang in there, Miss Lynn. Thanks, Missile. These pistons sticking out right in front of me, it's almost like they're taunting me. It's like they're silently pressuring me to climb them. Oh, I doubt they're doing that, Miss Lynn. Looks like how much these pistons thrust out is related to how large the fans are. Hey, Sissel, my arms are free, but my arms aren't free, but my legs are. If you could just move these pistons so they'd be a little easier to climb, I think I could do it. Okay, so in order to do that, yeah, we know. Swap these 2 fans around. Nope. Wrong button. Because, see, that one was right. Okay, let's try this one. Yeah, see. Big one needs to go to the bottom. Now the water's up to my waist. I know, keep hanging on. Could you arrange these pistons so I can climb them somehow? Hang in there, Miss Smith. Yeah, that's what we're doing. That's what we are doing. Well, trying to do. Anyway. Okay, so the big one goes there. Oh, hello, small fan. Now maybe this will work? Alright, you've hit 2 hours. Yeah, I know. Shocking, right? There, how about that? Oh, this is great. You made it. You made a staircase for me. You better hurry. I don't think that water is gonna wait for you. Finishing the game, so of course. Yeah, I decided to just finish it today. I'll be right back. Gotta make a call. Okay. Now the steam is getting in the way. It's too hot to get through. What? And there's no way to go around it either. Think you can do something? Of course we can. We have to. Okay, so I gotta do this right as I hit the button. Nope, I gotta do this instead. Nope, it's not. I don't remember how I did this. Great. I'm going to fail. Yeah, the water's rising again. Uh-oh, here comes the water again. Oh, I wish I could drink it all up for you. No, Missile, it's too salty. I think the more relevant point is that he's dead and can't drink it. Whatever, just do something about the steam. Leave it to me, Miss Lynn. Thanks, Missile. Yeah, because every time I do that, I can't... Look at this! If I swap the pipes, it changes how the steam comes out, huh? Oh, I get it. Because the cracks in each pipe are different, right? So each pipe sprays the steam in a different way, eh? I bet that will come in handy. Okay, so that one sprays it in both directions. Okay, so those are good. Shit. Oh, the water's getting really close now. Not that I can see all that well with all this steam here. Missile, you'll switch the pipes around so you can get across. That's right, don't give up, Miss Lynn. My back is really starting to hurt. Oh, that's definitely not it either. See, is there any other pipes around here, just to be safe? Nope. I have returned. Welcome back, Fluff. Welcome back, baby. Okay, that's not doing it. Oh. Let's see, this one... That one does not go there. How about there? Does that go there? Nope. And dead. Ugh. So couldn't take a little warm mist. Hey, that was no warm mist. It was boiling hot steam. Anyway, it looks like you're the key player in this one, Missile. But I don't think my powers alone are going to be enough. Yeah, well... Oh, look, wow, the game was so kind, it put Sissel up here for me. So, by closing this valve, it shuts off the steam flow to that first pipe. Okay, the water's rising. There, how's that look? It looks great. All that horrible steam is cleared out of the way. Okay, it's not far now. Try to move forward. Look up there. If I could just make it to that door, we can escape. Now, how in the world am I going to get up there? Don't yell at me. If you want to yell, you can yell at me. Of course, Missile. Missile? How can I yell at you when you're so sweet about it? I think you just did. Let's look for something to pull Miss Lynn up with. Yes, something that to whisk Miss Lynn up and glide her ever so gently to the top with. Hey, are you being sarcastic? Just a little bit. Alright, now this is what I'm talking about. Okay, rise away. Sorry, I can't do it. Open it, hurry. Is that any way to ask for something? It's no use. I can't budge it, it must be stuck. Oh no. No. What just happened? I can't believe my eyes. Lynn and the little lady suddenly vanished, leaving only darkness and seawater. Well, in this situation, Sissel, yes it is. The submarine continues to sink down into the deep, deep sea. But I still want to try to make my way up as far as possible. I still want to head up to find a single ray of light. Light to illuminate the truth at the bottom of this deep, deep darkness. Oh, that's chapter 16 done. Chapter 17, 5:10 a.m. We're almost done. The upended submarine continues to sink, slowly but surely. A long, long journey to the bottom of the sea. How many more? Just this one and the next one, and that's it. There's only 18 chapters in this game. Lynn and the little lady found the darkness and the salt water closing in on them. But at the very last second, something saved them. Now it looks down at them quietly. My head is filled with one giant question. What in the world is this thing? I see you managed to survive, Detective. Hey, you're... Excuse my appearance. I seem to have lost my body. Oh, and you there. You're the ghost who's been saving Lynn all evening, aren't you? You know about me all... You knew about me all along? Of course, what else would explain all those unnatural things happening? If you knew, how come you didn't do anything about it all this time? And how come you decided to save us all of a sudden? I thought you wanted to get revenge on us. I don't really know. Please, you gotta tell me. I need to know. Who in the world are you? Sissel, look at you. What happened? I can't hold on to that image of myself any longer. You can't remember who you are. That's right. I came all this way tonight trying to chase down my lost memory. For quite a bit of tonight, I thought I was you, Sissel. Sissel? My name isn't Sissel. I bet you'll remember really soon who you are and who I am too. What? The man in front of me is not me. I'm even further away from the truth, or maybe not. Something is stirring in my mind, a memory about to emerge. Do I know this man? Now that I've shed my image of myself, I feel like I'm one step closer to the truth. They got us good. It's all over for the submarine. Its engine room is destroyed. There's a hole in the hull, and it's sinking as we speak. What are you doing here? I thought you had to deal with these people. They betrayed me. I was a fool to trust them. They already have what they wanted now. The Timsic fragment. I didn't know they had all figured out. You mean they figured out the source of your powers? Yeah, that meteorite's radiation has two effects on living creatures. It gives power and time. If you don't mind, we'd like to hear more. The radiation's power effect. These 10 years, I've been watching that junkyard superintendent do his research, and I think I've kind of got some of it figured out. The meteorite's radiation gives spirits special powers, like possessing and manipulating objects, and in my case, swapping objects. Exactly. Apparently, these are individual differences in the powers we get. And it seems these powers change as time goes by. They do? Yeah, my powers have changed over these past 10 years. At first, I could only manipulate small living creatures. Now then, how do you suppose we got these powers? It's simple. It is? How then? In a nutshell, we died while exposed to the energy emitted by the meteorite. Its radiation. That's what it does? Oh, that's what does it? Dying while being exposed to the radiation? On that day, 10 years ago. A fragment of that meteorite pierced my heart, and I died. So, of course, I received special powers. Hey, wait a minute! Is that how I got my powers too? You know, you might be right. Bonk. Gosh dang. Aren't the Timsic remnants, aren't the Timsic remnants still right there in the park? At the bottom of the crater? You're right. So that must mean I must have died in the presence of that meteorite's radiation too. The radiation's time effect. Another effect of the meteorite's radiation has on us is that it gives us time. Again, I think this time effect is centered around the theme of death, but it's not all that clear. So the fact I can return to 4 minutes before a person's death is another effect of that meteorite? One of the characteristics of that meteorite is its ability to replay the moment of death. Replay the moment of death? This is also strange and confusing. I can't take it all in. It makes about as much sense to me as anything else. In other words, it makes no sense to him at all because he's fucking stupid. Yeah, strange and confusing. That just about sums up the object that pierced my body that day. Thanks to that meteorite fragment, my very existence is a contradiction. The dumb, he is the dumb. Missile is the dumb, but we love him for it. What do you mean? Contradictory existence. That day, when the fragment pierced my heart, I lost my life. However, because it remained inside of me, that fragment continued to constantly regenerate my body. In other words, how dare you? He is a smart, dumb boy. That's a contradiction right there. My body was continuously cycling between the moments that it separated my life and death. What? My body's vital function stopped 10 years ago, but my body's time is perpetually stopped at the moment just before death. Time just stopped? Huh? So I just simply existed, not really alive, and not really dead. That pretty much sums up these last 10 years for me, ever since that incident in the park. My body hasn't aged a day, my hair hasn't grown an inch. Come to think of it, that old pigeon guy mentioned something. He said he couldn't cut this guy's body with a scalpel. So I guess as soon as an incision was made, his body would be regenerated. Wow. Revenge! Before I left this country, I wanted to do one thing. I wanted to get revenge on the people who stole our lives. Our lives? As part of the deal, I made those guys promise to cooperate. Cooperate? You mean the kidnapping? It all went fine. I manipulated the Justice Minister and made him issue the execution order. But I thought he might call off the execution at the last second. So that's why you wanted his daughter kidnapped. But they kidnapped the wrong girl. Little did I know. They had their own reasons for cooperating with me. Huh? Their objective was to wipe out everybody who had to do with Timsic. Detective Jowd was one such person, so they were happy to cooperate. Inspector Cabanela and that junkyard super, they were slated to be wiped out too. And as it turns out, I was one of their targets as well. So they stole my Timsic fragment, and here I am. Oh, old pigeon guy. But they had one more final target. You, detective. Me? One final target. If you weren't there in the park that day 10 years ago, I never would have thought of doing something as stupid as taking a hostage. Okay. But I was just a little kid playing in the park. Yeah, I know. Huh? 10 years later, and you'd become a detective looking into Jowd's case. Tonight, I invited you to a quiet spot on the edge of town. It was a trap, you see. Oh no, dumb Lynn. Yeah, she is. I told you. She's not smart. She is pretty fucking dumb for a detective. I told you who I was. You never saw my face that day 10 years ago. So of course you didn't recognize me. I took possession of you to make you shoot me. Your subconscious resisted me. Such incredible power. It was the first time I wasn't able to control somebody completely. The aim was off, And the first shot missed the mark. The junkyard was equipped with security cameras. I knew you'd be wanted for murder. That was my plan, anyway. Well, this is looking oddly familiar. But they had other ideas. They simply wanted you wiped out. But then, something threw a big monkey wrench into their scheme. Feels like only yesterday we watched this. I showed up. I was supposed to meet up with them after that, but then something went wrong. What happened? My body disappeared. Uh-huh. The Inspector in White was responsible for that one. A precious bargaining chip was in that body. I had to get it back, no matter what. That inspector caused me no end of trouble. But why were those people targeting me? I never even heard of the Timsik meteorite. Because you were looking into the Jowd case. They thought you would find out about Timsik sooner or later. And that's pretty much the whole story. The only thing left to do now is wait for water pressure to crush this submarine. Oh no. There are no cores that link from here to the water's surface. I have an idea. We hook up the phone line and there are no communication cables down this deep. They meant for the submarine to be my coffin. A coffin for the dead. There was no escape. I think I kind of understand now. What you've been feeling these 10 years. You what? This feeling, cut off from the world, all alone in a submarine, thinking slowly toward the bottom of an endless sea. This must be how you felt all along. Lynn? Camilla? Is it true? We're stuck here? What? Oh, If my dad was here, I bet he'd save us. Oh, Camilla, I'm so sorry. That's funny. What is it, Sissel? There's something I don't understand. Why would they go to all the trouble of detaching the control room? What? Why didn't they just steal the Timsik fragment and escape if that's what they wanted? Why did they have to jettison your body off into the sea? It's a good question. But I guess it doesn't matter now. Why now? We'll never find it again. We have no idea where it was launched to. Yes, we do. This will tell us where Detective Jowd is. A present from the Inspector in White. That's right, Detective Jowd told me to hold on to it for him. And the bullet is still in the person's body, in the command room, right? Then we should be able to tell exactly where it is with this. But... even if we find out where it is, how do we get there? We should be able to figure something out between the three of us. With our powers. Right, Miss Lynn? Right. Oh, and wait a minute. What about a torpedo? Or torpedo? In any case, it's way too early to give up. Looks like Detective Jowd was our last hope. Come on, let's get started. Grapes! Oops, hold on. Go back. Why is this machine shoving grapes at me? Well, it looks like the private cabin of the top officer, doesn't it? This machine is probably for feeding him grapes while he lies in bed. Oh, it sounds heavenly. I've been thinking about this for a while now, but don't you think that country's use of technology is just a little off? Says the guy who made a deal with said country. Anyway, it looks like the arm of this machine is a bit busted. To the torpedo room, I believe. The torpedo room, huh? There might be another torpedo left there. I'll go check it out. Oh, I get it. You're going to use a missile to ram the control room. Well, I don't know about ram. We don't want to blow Detective Jowd up, but something like that. We'll climb up into the we'll climb up to the torpedo. God, I can't read. We'll climb up to the torpedo room too. Up is definitely safer. Okay, I'll see you there then. It looks like the torpedoes can be launched manually with these switches. There are 2 tubes, so there should be one more left. I guess the first thing we have to do is load it into the tube. When it comes to missiles, you can count on me. I'll enter the coordinates of the command room into the torpedo. And I just turned on the backup power. We ought to be able to use the switches now. Okay, let's try it. Good luck! The switch won't budge, maybe it's broken, but I don't think the entire device is broken though. Probably work just fine if only I could move this switch. We'll just have to find a way to move it somehow. But I can't do it alone with my powers alone. What will happen to these 2 ladies? I think that's up to us and our powers. What? This is no time to be standing around, unsure of ourselves. Will you lend me your strength missile? Me? Of course I will. Count on it. There we go, that torpedo looks serviceable. All set on this end, too. But something's odd. What is it? The command room, it looks like it's slowly sinking. Sinking? Yeah, like it's completely run out of power. I wonder what happened. I don't know, but I guess I'll find out. Right, okay, hop onto the missile. I'll launch it for you. Okay, thanks. I've already set the torpedo's course. It'll head toward the command room where Detective Jowd is. 12 seconds after launching, it'll pass by the command room for an instant. That instant will be your window of opportunity to jump over the command room. Okay, got it. And then we'll find a way to come back and save you. That'll probably be my last task tonight. Just hold on until until we get back. Okay, come on, missile. Missile? I'm sorry. I can't go. What? I just can't. How could I leave? I can't leave Miss Lynn and Miss Camilla behind. I can't do it. Missile. I swapped the switches so the missile can be launched. You'll have to do the rest, Sissel. I can't do it either. I can't ask Missile to come with me after that. I understand exactly how he feels. I want you to go, Missile. What? But, Miss Lynn... You staying here won't change our fate. But if you go with Sissel, you might be able to make something happen, and that's our only hope. But, what if that something doesn't happen? I'll never be able to see you again. Never ever again. Even I can understand that. Look, he finally acknowledges that he's stupid. I couldn't stand that. Don't worry, Miss Camilla. I just know you and Sissy can make something happen. I believe in you. I'll be right here with you, waiting for you. We'll see each other. We'll see each other then. Don't worry. Miss Camilla! And right to the missile he goes. That's a good boy, Missile. Now, are you ready? Remember, it's 12 seconds after I throw this switch. We're ready. Sissel? Yeah? We never found out who you really were. But that doesn't matter now. All I know is, I'm truly glad I met you tonight. Thank you for everything. And I'm glad I met you, Detective. But we're going to see each other again, right, Sissy? Right, Missile? That's right. We promise, little lady. Of course we will! I'll never forget you, no matter what happens. Here goes, then. Good luck, friend. These 12 seconds are lasting an eternity. I strive to think of a way of a way to save Lynn and the little lady the whole time. But how can a ray of light of hope reach this far down into the deep sea? Before I can think of an answer, the 12 seconds are up. Detective Jowd! I bet that big masked man did this. I'm gonna bite him. You better not. You might break your teeth. The command room has lost power and it's sinking. I wonder what this masked man is going to do. Let's talk to Detective Jowd. Sorry for the wait, Detective Jowd. Who are you? Are you Sissel? Please excuse my appearance. I can't believe you made it here. How's Camilla? What about Lynn? Well, it's kind of a long story. I told Detective Jowd about everything that happened on the submarine Yanoa. So the submarine is badly damaged? Why would he do that to his own submarine? I wish I knew. I know the answer to that one. It's because he's afraid of my powers. You followed us? I didn't even notice. It's been 10 long years, Detective Jowd. Are you Yomael? So you remember me, do you? How could I possibly forget? So that's your real name, huh? Yomael. That's right. But those people on the Yanoa were calling you Sissel. That's just an alias I was using for my deal with them. I didn't see any need to tell them my real name. Could you do me a favor? Would you let me ask you some questions? I've been trying to find out my true identity all night. Sure, go ahead. I'm sure there's plenty we can still tell you. Right, Detective Jowd? Right. About Yomael. 10 years ago, you were a top systems engineer, weren't you? Systems engineer? What's that? By the way, I'm a top Pomeranian, you know. Well, it's kind of hard to explain to a dog, but it's a person who's good at using computers. I don't mean to brag, but I was one of the best in the industry. That's how I got roped into joining that project. Project? What project? It was a project that aimed at reorganizing the nation's top-secret information. The goal was to build a new system using multidimensional programming theory. I was asked to join the project by an agent of the government. It doesn't sound like something a top Pomeranian would know anything about. To me, it just sounded like another challenging job. However, This project was also the target of a secret plot. Bet you can imagine the kind of crime the nation's top secrets might attract. I never thought for the life of me I'd ever have to deal with spies. It was never made public, but every organization in the country moved on this one. And then, one day, the name of a certain programmer emerged as a suspect. I was the guy who built the core of the system. The police arrested you, and then that incident happened. Sissel's true self revealed. Kinda. I mean, we still don't know who Sissel is, but we now know the name of the man he thought he was, and that's Yomael. He escaped from the interrogation room and took little Lin as a hostage. By the way, Detective Jowd, when was it that I was proven innocent? About 6 months after your death. I'm so sorry, Yomael. Real motive for revenge. That's a big burly dude. Reminds me of Cody from Street. He really does. 10 years ago. My soul was split from my body, and I lost everything. I was sealed in eternal darkness forever. Yeah, Eternal Darkness, that's a good game. I existed in this world, no question about that. But nobody noticed my presence. What good were my powers? They didn't help anybody. Not even the passage of time could heal my pain. In fact, it only made it worse. I wanted to disappear, but I wasn't even allowed to do that. The way Lin described it is exactly right. Sinking slowly toward the bottom of an endless sea. An overwhelming fear of loneliness and despair. And I wanted all of you to suffer what I was suffering. And so that's why you murdered Alma. That's right. I wanted you to know what it was like to lose everything you cared about. I wanted you to feel the same pain I felt. What? It was the twisted wish of a mind poisoned by infinite loneliness. And then, as I was plotting my revenge, I had an idea. I came up with a plan to use these powers of mine to make a deal. The deal? There's something I just don't understand about the deal. I'm sure your powers would be very valuable to them, but what would you get out of the deal? A new life. Life. I asked them for 2 conditions. Number 1 was that they help me with my revenge plot, and the second was a rebirth for me. Rebirth? A new beginning, eh? I didn't care if it was a fake life, an artificial life. I just wanted a physical receptacle, receptacle. For my soul, a name, an identity, an everyday life. I wanted to grow old in a society that would accept me. And finally, I wanted to die, surrounded by a loving family. That's the kind of life I asked them for. A completely man-made life. That's right. I knew I couldn't hope for anything more than that. To make it all come true, I knew it would take a lot of money and a lot of power. That's why I decided to ask a national government to help me. And the response in the end was betrayal. Betrayal. They were making their moves much more carefully than I suspected. They sent spies to this country and researched my powers on their own. And they even figured out what Timsik was all about. And you had no idea they were doing all this? None at all. I was a fool. So then, why did they go all the way to the? Why did they go to all the trouble of making a deal with you? Why didn't they just steal a hunk of the Timsik meteorite from the park? They couldn't. Huh? After the manipulator incidents, research was conducted in this country too. A report was submitted to the government about the source of the manipulator's power. By Inspector Cabanella and the old pigeon guy, eh? At first, the government didn't believe the report. But then they decided to put the park under surveillance, just in case. Surveillance, huh? It just looks like an ordinary peaceful park, but there are armed agents there all the time. Oh, it's this silly fuck. Don't tell me that odd leaflet guy is one of them. No, not him. He's just a plain old odd person. There he goes. The park is like a silent battlefield on an international scale. So that's why they couldn't steal the Timsik meteorite. And lately, under the pretenses of building a housing site, they've been working on a plan to destroy that park in order to secure the Timsik meteorite. So that's it, eh? So the upshot of your grand deal was this, eh? Yeah, it's the ending I deserve. But at least there's one thing you must be happy about. What's that? You've managed to seal me away at the bottom of the sea forever. Well, shall we get started? Started with what? Bringing Detective Jowd back to life, of course. What? What good will that do now? But we promised! We promised Miss Lynn and Miss Camilla we'd save them. And we can't do that without you, Detective Jowd. I've been guided by fate tonight to this place. I won't give up now. Alright, fine. Let's see where it leads us. Here we go, then. Back to 4 minutes before your death. So, where are we headed? We are not headed anywhere, Detective. What? There was only enough fuel on board to launch us away, Detective. We will run out soon, and that will be our destination, Detective. What are you talking about? That would mean that you're trapped here too. By the way, I am not human, Detective. I am a remote-controlled robot, Detective. What? Your country's use of technology is just plain off. We get that a lot, Detective. Why would you go to all this trouble to do this? That's nothing but a shell there. It's hardly a threat anymore. Commander Sith likes to provide against any possibility, no matter how small, Detective. Possibility? What are you talking about? There's no need for you to know, Detective. Now it is time to say goodbye, Detective. In the end, your fate remains the same, it seems, Detective. Camilla, forgive me. It isn't over yet. It isn't? Remember what that big masked man said? Any possibility, no matter how small. Possibility. In other words, there must be a chance here somewhere. The possibility of turning the situation around. Huh? What is it, Detective? Look at Yomael's shell. There's an aura emanating from his body. Of course there isn't. The Timsik fragment is gone. Could this change in his shell give us some kind of lead? I figured it out. I know what this possibility, no matter how small, is that they are afraid of. What is it? My time was perpetually stopped thanks to the power of Timsik. His body cycled between the moments of that separated his life and death. Right, but not anymore. The Timsik fragment has been taken away. Exactly. So what does that mean? I get it. Your body won't come back to life anymore. The moment the Timsik fragment was removed, my shell became a regular corpse. So, let's see. That means we can go back to 4 minutes before your death. But wait a minute. Exactly when is that death? That's simple. We'll find out. When we get there, let's move. I fell back through the cracks of time for what seemed like forever, and then I saw it. The final death at the end of this long night. The ghost tricks continue. Who exactly am I? I've already seen all of the clues. All I have to do now is remember. The final journey to the truth starts now. It's weird seeing Sissel not as Sissel. Yeah, you know, I could be a complete and utter dick and stop playing right here, right at the end of Chapter 17. Show me the ending. I'm going to. I'm just saying I could be a complete dick. Final chapter. When was Yomael's death? It was 10 years ago when the Timsik meteorite fell. Do it. That's messed up. Do it. We traveled back through time, and now we're here at the scene of that death. The start of it all is about to replay itself. Oh, baby Lynn. I will inflict violence upon you. Oh, thank God people are streaming. Welcome in, Dragon. Hello, are you in need of assistance? Maybe. Give it up. Do you really think you can outrun me? Now just calm down and drop that weapon. Stay back. If you come any closer, I'll shoot her. Cat. Kitty cat. Huh? Oh, a kitten. Shoo, you might get hurt. No, your man is in the room. Chill. God damn it, Dragon. You're alright now. Are you hurt? You saved me, mister. I'm a little crybaby. I was just doing my job. The gods, they're the ones who saved you. What's your job, mister? Me? I'm a police detective. So that's the Timsik meteorite, eh? It's beautiful looking at it from this angle. It changed all of our fates completely. We can't stop Timsik from falling from the sky, but we might be able to protect you from that fragment and save your life. I don't know. What's the matter, Detective Jowd? To be perfectly honest, I'm scared. If that meteorite fragment doesn't get him, I'm pretty sure I would have shot him. We might not be able to change your fate of dying. I can accept that. What I did is inexcusable. No matter how the future might change, the fact will never go away. If my fate is to die here, then I accept that. This will be our last battle against fate. Beyond that will be a new future. Okay, let's get started. Now, how are we gonna save you? If Lynn would just wander off somewhere, that would solve everything. When her sweet potato is almost ready? Ha! She's not gonna budge from that spot. But you know, it makes me wonder. A little girl all alone in the park, listening to music and roasting a sweet potato. What kind of childhood did this girl have? Doesn't everybody have at least one day in their life like that? Give her a break. Anyway, if Lynn won't budge from that spot, then we'll just have to have the fragment move instead. I can't even get over it. I can't even move. Okay, you can though. It's ready. Eek. And there's the cat again. What are you doing? You're gonna hurt poor Miss Lynn's ears. Sorry, I wasn't thinking. You really startled her. You even made her drop her sweet potato. I know how much this girl loves her food, too. Anyway. Yes, kitty. I'm surprised you're not playing Baldur's Gate like half the interweb. Dude, I am too fucking poor to get Baldur's Gate. Besides that, I don't really have too much interest in it. I'm not a big high fantasy fan. Anyway, at least her fate has changed, albeit ever so slightly. Oh, look at that sweet potato. The big, scary sweet potato. That's not a sweet potato missile, that's Mino. Oh, right, of course. But look at them. The potato and Mino. Right now, they both have the same shape. So you're saying that we could swap them, huh? Good idea, Missile. Okay, here I go. And I'm gonna need your help. My help. Shite. I done did fucked up. Just afraid of these bad boys. The fuck are you two doing? What are you on it? What are you two? You know what? I don't even want to know. That was quite a sight to see. If you say so. He wants to fight me. Also, I now has Gremlin emote. Aw, little Gremlin. Looks like this park just got a new feature. But neither one of them even glanced this way. Guess that's not surprising, seeing as even a meteorite didn't distract them. Hey, it was a desperate situation. Kill or be killed. And Yomael is killed right after this by the meteorite. Well, now that the park has a new feature, can we use that to our advantage in any way? Of course we can. No use, I can't get any water to come out. Well, we can see why not. Yeah, the overwhelming presence of Mino there. If only we could use it to our advantage somehow. I think I might have an idea. Wrong button again. Okay, let's get Missile over to here for now. Let's get Sissel to rock this, and then get into the sweet potato. Then spray. Get back into the sweet potato. Okay, I'll move Missile out of the way so I can move Missile in there. Then move Missile over to there. Then use that. Swap that. Now I need to get... That's not gonna help. Okay, there we go. Get Missile over there. Come on. Oh, damn it. It's still not close. Thought I had the right idea. Ooh, that was kind of right. What are you guys talking about? Made by the same people? Oh, yeah. This is made by the same people who made Ace Attorney. Gotta do this again. The wrong button. I gotta start over again, because I fucked that up. Wrong button again. See, we're on the right path. There we go. Oh look, the lamppost is bending. But it hasn't broken yet. Really is a wonder it hasn't snapped. It just might hold out for a little while longer. If I recall, the Timsic fragment smashed through the glass lantern on its way down. But if Mino stays firmly in its way, then fate should change. It's about time for that meteorite to come down. Don't worry, Missile. I think we're ready for it. Look what's right in the fragment's path. Oh, okay, that giant sweet potato. If anything can get in that way, that ugly monster can. Ouch. Anyway, now that the fragment's path ought to change. Donk. There, how's that? Look, the fragment's course. It changed a little. Now Yomael's fate should really change. Wait a minute. Take another look at the fragment's trajectory. Now that it's changed, what's in its path? In its path? No. Detective Jowd. The Timsic fragment shot through his leg. What? But the cruel twists of fate weren't over yet. Come on, put it down. Huh? Jowd, put the gun down, now! If you don't, you're going to shoot him. I don't know if it's his detective training or what, but even though he's shaking from the pain, the gun doesn't waver. Put the gun down! I knew it. This is my true fate. In the end, I stole his I stole his life away with my own hands. I won't let that happen. Missile. The bullet stopped in midair. I'm here, inside the bullet. Now let's swap it with something. What? With what? Detective Jowd. The meteorite fragment is what made you pull the trigger. We won't let you become a murderer. We have to prove that murder isn't the detective's true fate. And to do that, we have to stop this bullet. There must be something in this with the same shape as the bullet around here. Yeah. This. Donk. Ooh, still impaled through the back, though. Oof. Oh no. We stopped the bullet, but we still couldn't save him. That's not true. Put the gun down, Dutch. And yes, his wife, not his life. My fate of getting pierced through the back might not have changed, but I'm still alive. What? I'm not dead. I'm just unconscious. Okay, so your fate of death has changed, but still, this fate is just too painful to watch in every sense. I don't think so. As long as I'm alive, that's good enough for me. But we were overlooking one thing. The wheel of fate was still slowly turning. Wake up! You gotta get out of there! Damn it, my leg won't work. It's all over. We're out of time. Miss Lynn! It's not over yet. But there isn't anything else to swap it with. Why don't we just let it play out and then try to find another way next time? Even if she dies, all you have to do is possess her corpse. And then we can redo her last 4 minutes as many times as it takes. No, I won't do that. Why not? Sure, the fact of her death would be erased, but her memory of it would remain, like a scar on her psyche. I won't let that happen, not if I can help it. But what can we do now? Even if we work together? I think there might be something that can be done. What is it? What can Sissel and I do? Don't forget, I'm here too. With 3 kinds of powers among us, we ought to be able to fight this battle. This battle against the fate of death. Yomael. Sissel, your power to manipulate objects. Use your power. Use your power to manipulate this. I don't get it. Just trust me. Let's go. All right. I'll try to move there. Now, gather your strength and make it spray as if your life depended on it. I'm dead, though. In that case, make it spray as if your death depended on it. Give it your all. And remember, you'll only have a split second. Now it's your turn, Missile. What? Me? But what can I do? I think you know the answer to that. Okay, got it. You can swap them. That hunk of concrete will go back to its original position. But even if I swap them, it'll still be right above Miss Lynn. Don't worry. Okay, I'll do it. I'll swap them. It's no use. We can't stop that horrible Mino. What can we do? I don't see how gaining a second or two helped. Oh, it helped, alright. Those few seconds were exactly what I wanted. Last up, it's my turn. Your turn. Use your power. Isn't he going to be paralyzed? Use your power. Damn it. You know what my power is, right? I can manipulate living creatures. Wait a minute. You mean... That's right. I'm going to save that little girl. And save her by manipulating my own unconscious body. Ye gods. Ah, you're awake. Hey, mister, is your knee okay? Huh? Oh, it'll be fine. It's just a scrape. I'm lucky it wasn't a fatal hit, but the main thing is that you're not hurt. You saved me, mister? I was just doing my job. The gods, they're the ones who saved you. What's your job, mister? Me? I'm a police detective. Do you think you could go call the police for me? I think you could do that quicker than I could. But... What's that? It's a detective's badge. We give them to children who've been very brave. A detective's badge? And yes, that is the badge she still has. She had it since then. Thanks. Okay, you know what to do, little detective. Are you alive? Yeah, sadly. Hang on, help is coming. What made you do such a reckless thing? To be perfectly honest, I don't really know. When I came to, my body was already moving all by itself. It's as if somebody else was controlling me. I see. But you know, I'm glad it happened. I found this kitten. It was over there. Come to think of it, I just saw it a few minutes ago. It's probably a stray. It's kind of limp. Is it okay? I don't know. I think it's unconscious. That's funny. It doesn't look like it's injured or anything. Poor little kitty. How about if I take it to my house and look after it? Would you like to come with me, little kitten? Well, looks like his fate just changed in a big way. Whose fate? That kitten's, of course. Sissel's. Sissel? The name Sissel echoes in my head. That's my real name. These long, lonely 10 years, you were my one and only friend. How about it? Do you remember now? Old friend? I think I finally remember. 10 years ago, I was a little kitten that wandered into this park. I was weak and all alone in the world. Somebody, please look at me. Huh? Oh, a kitten. Shoo! You might get hurt. Somebody, please reach a hand out to me. I had just only died at the time. I had lost everything. My life, my memory. My body wouldn't move anymore, but I still managed to reach out a hand to him. The next thing I knew, my soul had transferred into the black kitten. With no recollection of who I was, I lived as a cat with you for a while. After a while, the man regained his memory. I went back to being just a cat, and then the man got his body back. I took my body back from the morgue. There was somebody I just had to go see. Just one more time. I took control of my body and hurried to her house. But I was just a little too late. I just missed her as she left this world. She left me a note that said, "I'm coming to you, Yomael." The man named me Sissel. It was the name of something important he had lost, along with his life. His fiancée. He told me about it once, but I didn't understand what it was. Those 10 years were very happy for me, but they weren't happy for the man, and there was nothing I could do for him. For 10 years, I wandered through the darkness, with no particular place to go. As time passed, my powers gradually changed. At first, I could only manipulate small creatures and objects, but then, after a while, I could manipulate people. That's when the darkness inside me deepened, and I started to get a little twisted. I wanted light. Distorted, artificial light. When I got my revenge on Lynn, I would see that light, or at least that's what I tried to believe. I left my old self buried in that junkyard and walked away. The Black Cat. I was possessing Sissel then. It wouldn't look very much like a murder if the corpse got up and walked away after all. So you borrowed the body of your old friend. Sissel was inside that bag I was carrying tonight. I had no intention of leaving my friend behind in this country when I left. But then, when I went to possess his body, I realized something horrible. What was that? Sissel, there inside the bag, was dead. What? I wasn't able to control her completely. The first bullet didn't hit anything, or so I thought. But it did hit something, didn't it? It hit Sissel inside that bag. Yes, that's when I lost my life. Right there in the presence of Tim-Sick radiation. And that's when I got my powers of the dead, my ghost tricks. I think I understand it now. Why I was the only one who couldn't get his memory back. It was because I thought that corpse was me. It was the only corpse I could see at the time, after all. But as it turns out, it wasn't the only dead body. My true death was hiding just behind that corpse. Now that I think about it, do you remember what you said? That you knew all along about me saving Lynn tonight? If you knew, why didn't you try to stop me? It's simple. Because I couldn't, even if I wanted to. Huh? Why not? Remember the thing about individual differences in the powers that we get? I can control all kinds of things, from the living to the dead. But even so, there are some things that you can do that I can't. You mean, I can't even rewind time, let alone change the fate of a death? If I could do those things, I would have saved your life. Not only that, but I never would have just let my fiancé stay dead like that. But you're here 10 years in the past now. That's thanks to your powers. I just tagged along with you. In any case, now the starting point of this entire tragedy has changed dramatically, altering fate. The fate of your death, the kitten Sissel's fate, and I can just bet you the fate of the woman you love has changed too. Yes, I believe you're right. So, this was the last fate to be averted, eh? So, Yomael, it looks like your plan for revenge ended in failure. Yes, and I'm glad too. I think I kind of understand now what you've been feeling these 10 years. She understood. She shed tears for me. That's when my revenge was over. She saved me from the darkness. Well, I guess it's time we got back. A new 10 years later was just born. Right, we should get back to our new present. I can't wait to see Miss Lynn and Miss Camilla again. So these past 10 years will now all vanish. Well, not completely. The memories of all of us here will remain, including the memory of what I did, my crime. That's the way this game of the dead works, eh? And no matter what the reason, there's no denying the fact that I took Lynn hostage and tried to point a gun at her. I have no intention of running away from that either. The most inexcusable crime in my new life. Hey, Sissel. Yes? When we go back, our fates will no longer be interconnected. It will be like we never met. So before that happens, I just wanted to say one thing. Tonight, I stole away your life with my own hands. I'm truly sorry. That's already a thing of the lost past. Our fates have changed, right, Yomiel? Thank you, Sissel. I'm so very glad I met you. Me too, Yomiel. Sissel? Are we ever going to get to see each other again? I couldn't stand it if we weren't. Don't worry, Missile. I bet we'll see each other again someday. 10 years from now, our paths are sure to cross. We'll just have to wait until then. Sissel, I'll never forget you. I'll never forget you either, valiant little doggy. Well, it looks like you come to live with me now. So let's be getting home, little black cat. Home, huh? That sounds good, Detective Jowd. We all witnessed the birth of a new beginning, and now we're each going back to our own new present. We said goodbye to the parts of our stories that would be lost, believing that someday our paths would all cross again. Wait! Before you go back to a new present, I wanted to thank you. Before I cease to exist. Oh, it's you. Yes, it is I, Ray, in case you have forgotten again. Thanks to you, everything has turned out as I had hoped. I am really grateful to you, Sissel. Thank you. But don't forget, I was only on a journey to find my own lost memory. Yes, I know that. I know all about you. Can I ask you a question, Ray? I want to know, who exactly are you? Fair enough. I will tell you. Let me tell you about another version of tonight's events. You changed the fates of many people tonight, the first of which was hers. Yep, it's Ray. If you had not been there for her tonight, her fate would have been to die in that lonely spot on the outskirts of town. If that had occurred, what do you suppose would have happened? Let me tell you a story. The story of a little creature. After they stole her life that night, they broke into her apartment. They stole the wooden box from the ceiling hiding place and left, and in the process, two little dead bodies were left behind. However, the little fellow's spirit lived on. He desperately reached out his paw toward his mistress, And that's when a miracle occurred. What? Look at that, the powers of the dead. But how? He didn't really understand it himself, not yet anyway. But with all you know now, I bet you understand it, don't you? Hey, wait a minute. That's right. He died inside the aura of that strange energy. But unfortunately, with his meager powers, he was unable to save his little mistress. There just wasn't anything he could do with only the power to swap objects. He needed the power to manipulate objects in order to save the little lady. The little fellow chased after the men, but there still wasn't anything he could do. In the end, he was left behind with the man in the red in the deep, deep sea. And then he went back. He went back to the world of 10 years before, to the moment of the man in red's death. What? He decided to wait it out. He decided to wait until that night came again. And that's the other version of the story of this night. The story that has taken these 10 years to be retold. So that was you, huh? Yep. It's old Missile. Literally. That's right. I'm Missile. 10 years is a very long time in dog years. You couldn't change the fates of you couldn't change the fates of these people on your own. That damn the damn Pixar lamp. Oh my god, he's still so cute. I know, I love old Missile. So you decided to wait those 10 years out. But yeah, isn't it ironic though? Isn't it ironic though that that both the identity of Ray and who Sissel really was has been staring at you guys this entire time. Well, you wouldn't see Missile because he's hidden behind me, but on the left side you get the cat. On the right side, if I wasn't in the way, you would see Missile. Actually, hold on. Might be able to. Let's open up this real quick. I'll be able to show you. Hold on. Do. Boop. See? Got both Missile and Sissel. The identities of their true identities were staring at you the entire time. They are protagonists, yes they are. Exactly, and then, at last, that fateful night rolled around again. But by this time, I had grown old and my powers were weak. So I decided I needed to find somebody to help me this time around. Somebody who possessed different powers than me. But wait a second. You were able to manipulate the desk lamp. Over the course of the long years, my powers changed. My ability to swap objects weakened, but I became able to manipulate small objects. But in that case, why didn't you cooperate with yourself? Because I couldn't. Huh? From watching The Man in Red, I found out there were individual differences in our powers. I couldn't do any of the things he could do. Like travel through to the telephone lines, for example. What? It may not seem like much, but it's a very important power. Especially if you're trying to chase somebody. But there's something I don't understand. You knew from the very beginning that I had that power. How did you know so much about me? Why wouldn't I? After all, we had met before on that night the first time around. We what? We met before? From listening to the conversation of the two intruders to the apartment, I learned that Miss Lynn had lost her life at that junkyard on the edge of town. I followed the Ghost World paths to the junkyard and came upon an incredible scene. Yeah, I was about to say, if you remember... Pee-pee. Hey, Grin. Welcome back. I was about to say, if you remember from near the beginning of the game, right as we left the junkyard, the lamp started to wiggle, and this is why. Imagine, if you will, there in the darkness, a twisting and swiveling desk lamp. It made my fur stand on end, I can tell you. That was me? So I was shot on that night the first time around as well. You had lost your memory that time too. You had just died and you felt unconscious. You declined to cooperate with me. I did what? I just want to find my own lost memory. I'm sorry, but I can't help you. That's what you said. And then you disappeared. Away over the telephone line. I'm really sorry I didn't help you. That's why I decided that this time, I would use that desire of yours to our mutual advantage. Mutual advantage? The only thing you were interested in was finding your own lost memory. If I could guide you along the right path to doing that, we would both benefit. And namely, the right path would be the path to the man in red, to Yomael. What? I gave you the information you needed to know to set you in the right direction, and then I gave you a time limit. A time limit? That's right. As you know, I said you only had until tomorrow morning. If I hadn't done that, you wouldn't have found out the truth tonight. And the man in red would have been sealed away at the bottom of the sea forever. If that had happened, it would have all been over. Then you mean... that thing about ceasing to exist? Oh, that? Completely made up. A little naughty of me, I know. But I just wanted you to use your time wisely. Oh boy. I hate to admit it, but this little doggy really outsmarted me in every way. Let's just call it the wisdom of what that comes with age. Now it's time to say farewell. These past 10 years will cease to exist, and with that, so will I. Missile, I believed in you. I always knew you could do it. And so you did. Thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Missile. So you waited and waited these 10 long years. All for the sake of your two ladies, Lynn and Camilla, eh? Of course. Because that's what doggies do. Now then, farewell, Sissel. And so, the story of a single night came to an end. Nobody but us knew what really happened in this town tonight. I made my way back to a new present. Huh? How come it's dark? I'll just turn on the lights here. Were you surprised? You bet I was. You nearly scared me to death. Yippee! It worked! But it's not even my birthday today. It was my mom's birthday the day before yesterday. I made this surprise for her, but it came out so well, I wanted to use it again. That's alright, Lynn. After all, we're celebrating the birth of your new position as detective, right? Really? Thank you, Detective Jowd. I swear, you people. Dad, you're home! Hi, Camilla. Let me introduce you. This is Lynn. She was just assigned to the detective division today. Hi, Camilla. It's nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too, Lynn. Congratulations on becoming a detective. Huh? Is something wrong? You have one of those badges too? Oh, this? Yeah. I have one just like it. My dad just gave it to me the other day. But yours looks a lot older than mine, though. How long are you going to keep wearing that toy badge, Lynn? What's wrong with it? To me, this is the symbol of a real detective. It's been 10 years since then, hasn't it? Who would have guessed you'd actually become a detective one day? When you gave me this badge, I just knew. She looks like the girl from Foster's Home. Yeah, she really does. I knew it was my destiny somehow. Destiny, huh? And now that I'm a detective, I'll find out where that destiny will lead me. That you will. That you will. Oh, hello. Don't tell me you're that same little kitten. That's right, the very one. You know what? This is a very, very special cat. He's 10 years old, but he's still a kitten. Still a kitten? Yep, he never got any bigger or anything. Wow, what a mysterious little fellow. I know, right? His name is Sissel. Sissel? It seems to me I've heard that name somewhere before. Is Missile still a thing, or does he not exist? I don't know. I think Sissel likes you, Lynn. Alright, everyone. Let's start the celebration. Okay, Mom. I bet you're just like me. Your destiny led you here somehow, too. And so we meet again, Sissel. From just that single night as a human, I got a glimpse into their world, and I learned something. Their fates, their lives, they were all interconnected. Somewhere, somehow, in some way. And now this is my new fate. I guess I really am a cat. It suits me just fine to curl up and watch the strange and beautiful patterns of their lives unfurl. And it looks like I'll have plenty to watch here for quite a while. Well, there you go. There's Missile. I'm not reading any of this stuff. Yeah, about to say, remember, babe, Missile was Lynn's dog, not Camilla's. Missile just really liked Camilla. But yeah, there you go. That was Ghost Trick. Oh fuck! I'll do my final thoughts after everything is done. Like I said, this is this was one of the, like I said, this game was really important to me. It got me through a pretty fucking dark time in my life. So I'm really glad I got to share it with all of you. I like the part where you were cat the whole time. Yeah. Do you know how annoying it was for me to fucking like to not acknowledge any of the plot twists when playing this for you guys? Like, that shit's annoying to do. Like, this entire time, I just want to keep saying, yeah, you see that cat? That's actually me. Yeah, it's Martini. Martin Martini. Or like I like to call him, blue-haired Guile. I mean, hell, blue-haired Guile makes sense. This is from Capcom. But I do. I hope y'all enjoyed, because again, like I said, this game was really important to me, and it just makes me really happy I was able to share it with all of you. A good game. Like I said, it's a really good game. Like, if you like Ace, like I said, if you like Ace Attorney, you'll definitely enjoy playing this. Look, they killed he fucking killed them, and now Sausage Head is rich. Oh fuck, I forgot they added the Pika Ramen emote. Really put some pizza on me, guys. Dragon, that would kill Fluff. Also, pineapple on pizza is a crime against humanity. Says she can't eat it, proceeds to lick it anyway. Yeah, Grin's a special case, though. Yeah, I love the music in this game. It's one of the few games that I can actually go back and just listen to the music for fun and be happy. Also, those birds are rocking out. Oh god, it's this douche again. It's the dude from Pokemon Sword. Yeah, he does have the weird ass hairdo. Hand over glowing sticks. Y'all people kill me, I swear. Yeah, look. My painted Sissel. The kitty cat. Of course, now we gotta deal with the remaster. This is one thing I've never been a fan of when it comes to remastered games. I get that they want to, that they want to, acknowledge the work that the original people did on the game and the people that did the remaster, but I always find it really annoying. Can't you skip this though? No. I'm just saying, every time I play a game that gets remastered, I always dread beating it because I know that there's going to be two sets of credits. There's going to be the original credits from the original game, and then there's going to be the remaster credits. Again, I don't really mind it. It's just a slight annoyance. This emote goes with this music too. That emote goes with anything that has a good beat. Like, if you timed it right, that fucking emote would probably go with Guile's theme too. Then again, Guile's theme goes with everything, so you know. Oh look, we got a new background. Well, folks, that's it. That is Ghost Trick. No, actually, oh yeah, I forgot. I'm gonna do one. Oh, what the hell is memories? Oh, it's just this. I was gonna do one ghost puzzle, and that's it. We're just gonna do the 3x3 because I don't really care too much to do this. I hate sliding block puzzles, so I'm not too happy with doing this. And this is exactly why I fucking hate sliding block puzzles. This is why I hate these fucking puzzles. This was something simple. This shouldn't be... No, I don't like this. I fucking hate these puzzles. Give me a hint. Oh. Okay, so one needs to go up there. There's that. That's 3, so I need to get 2 up there now. Sliding tile puzzles can eat a dick. There. That's literally it. That's all these puzzles are. It's just stupid sliding tile puzzles, and I am not doing any more of these. The rest of the extras are just pictures and music, but we don't need to see all those. But there we go. I just wanted to hear more music. Of course you did. Extras. Challenges are just what you do to get the achievements. I still have a few achievements to get, like clear all challenges, shifting shape to get by, complete all 5x5 puzzles, fuck that. Red light, green light, chapter 15, avert fate without any deaths after the final fate change. Chapter 14, fail by keeping the ball away from Mino. Take aim and nail it on the second try. So yeah, there's still shit I need to do. But I don't know if I'm going to, I don't know when I'm going to be doing that. I don't particularly care. I love this game, but I don't care enough to go achievement hunting. But yeah, that's it. That is Ghost Trick. And I'm glad I was able to take this journey with all of you. I want to thank everyone who stopped by for this, and I want to thank everyone who stuck with it through to the end with me as well. Like I said, it was a wild ride. It was kind of annoying to, you know, try to be aloof about what's going on in the game because, you know, thanks for the tricks. You're very welcome, Siren. Ghost Dick's tricks. God damn it. Okay, that's enough. That's the end of the stream. But no, seriously. Like I said earlier on in the stream, this will be my last stream until October, and when I come back, I will be streaming Corpse Party and Phasmo, so look forward to that. And I will see all of you next time. Later.